my review of the Beach Boys album Stars and Stripes Volume 1. It was released in 1996 and produced by Joe Thomas and Brian Wilson. So this album, of all the Beach Boys albums, this was the one that I kind of was looking forward to reviewing the least. I'd never listened to this album before tonight. When I listened to it to review this, it's actually the only one of the albums I'm reviewing that I've only listened to once. Even like all the other ones, like Summer in Paradise, I at least listened to like 2.5 times before I reviewed it. All the other ones I gave multiple listens to pretty much, except for I think I've only listened to the Christmas album like 3 times. I did listen to it before I reviewed it this time, but yeah, this album just I never wanted to listen to it really, because it's kind of like I don't know, like I almost didn't want to even review this one or count it, or like I almost never wanted to buy it. I ended up buying it on eBay for pretty cheap. This copy's like not even opened. And I'm not going to open it really because I don't want to listen to it. I'm just going to stick it up in my collection and say that I have it. But yeah, I just like the band pretty much, the only thing they do on this album is sing backup vocals. It's just a bunch of covers of old Beach Boys songs sung by country artists. I don't know, I feel like when I kind of went into this expecting something different. Like I thought that like they were going to do something interesting with it maybe, and have the songs like kind of give the songs a country arrangement. And that kind of wasn't the case. Like they kind of, most of the songs kind of sound like they tried to make them sound at least somewhat like the original versions. There were some like sort of country elements, I guess, in some of them, but not like nearly what I thought they would do, or what would have been interesting to do maybe, which was give them like really drastically different, arrangements and really make them kind of country sounding. Instead here you just kind of have like songs that sound similar to their original instrumentally, maybe slightly different, with a kind of out of place twangy voice singing. So it's kind of just, I don't know, it doesn't really, the album as a whole just kind of isn't an interesting, like, it's not done in an interesting way. It's just done in kind of the most boring way possible. Sorry for my voice, I was sick during the week, and the voice still hasn't quite got back yet. Let's see. So most of the people on here, like there are a few of the singers on here that I was familiar with or had heard before. And a lot of them are like people that I have never heard of. And with some of them, I kind of understand why. Songs "Don't Worry Baby," sung by Lorrie Morgan. I recognize her name from somewhere, but I can't remember any of the songs she might have sang, because I actually listened to country growing up around this time period, so it's kind of surprising I don't know more of these people. And it's an okay version of "Don't Worry Baby." Like, it's not great or anything. It's just kind of there, which is the way most of this album is. Like, if it's not bad, it's just kind of there. The second song, "Little Deuce Coupe," is by James House, who I've never heard of, and kind of understand why after hearing this song. It kind of like sounded like he was singing a different song almost at certain points. I don't know, I didn't think it was a very good version. The third song, "4 of 9," sung by Junior Brown, and it was better than "Little Deuce Coupe" at least. The fourth song, "Long Tall Texan," sung by Doug Supernaw. That I always thought was always a bad song anyway on what was it, the Beach Boys in concert, so I didn't like this version any better. The fifth song, "I Get Around," is sung by Sawyer Brown, and his voice honestly kind of sounds like the dude who did like the Randy Newman impressions on Mad TV. Like that's honestly kind of what this guy's singing voice sounds like. Just not great. The sixth song, "Be True to Your School," sung by Toby Keith, and here's where I have to admit something really, really shameful and embarrassing. I used to listen to a lot of Toby Keith. It was the early 2000s. I know that's not an excuse, but anyway, yeah, this actually kind of threw me when I heard it because it sounds nothing like Toby Keith. Like really, just didn't sound like his voice at all. If I had heard this song like somewhere else and not known who was singing it, I never would have guessed that it was Toby Keith. But not very good. But I don't really love that song anyway. Seventh song, "Fun Fun Fun," sung by Ricky Van Shelton, Blake Shelton's Dutch cousin. Yeah, that one, it was okay. The eighth song, "Help Me Rhonda," sung by T. Graham Brown, was not that good. The ninth song, "Warmth of the Sun," this one was sung by Willie Nelson. It wasn't that bad. I thought it was okay. I mean, it's Willie Nelson, and had some cool harmonica. So this one kind of works. The 10th song, "Sleep John B," sung by Colin Ray. For some reason, that name sounds familiar, but I did not recognize the voice. And it started out okay, but got annoying like as soon as the drums, like halfway through, they started doing just this annoying, I don't know, it was just irritating beat, and yeah, it kind of ruined it. The 11th song, "I Can Hear Music," sung by Kathy Trockley. I don't know if I said that right. And this version is nowhere, like, it's not nearly as good as the Beach Boys version of this, which is a cover, but like her voice is nowhere near as good as Carl's, really. I'd rather have just heard Carl sing it. And the 12th and final track, "Caroline No," sung by Timothy B. Schmidt from the Eagles, and he actually does a pretty good job, which I'm an Eagles fan, so that kind of didn't really surprise me. But that's probably the best one on the album, either that one or the Willie Nelson one. But there was actually what was it? Version of "In My Room" with Tammy Wynette singing, I think was supposed to be for Volume 2, which never ended up happening, but that was actually better than pretty much anything on here. Yeah, this just, I don't know, it kind of just doesn't need to exist. Like, it's not really that interesting. Most of the songs that have, like, not that great of singers, I don't know, they didn't do anything interesting arrangement-wise with it. The Beach Boys, like, their backing vocals are pretty much, like, almost not noticeable, in my opinion, which sucks because this is Carl Wilson's last album. And yeah, I just, I don't know, I'd give it 2 out of 5, I think. I don't think it's horrible. I just think it's like mediocre, and it's just kind of, it has no reason to exist, really. It's just